Senator Barrasso.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. Mr. Bay, I note your comments to the chairman about your commitment to do the right thing and a commitment to fairness. And I'd like to ask you about an article published in the Energy Law Journal last week. It addresses the office you currently lead, the Office of Enforcement. The author is a former general counsel at FERC, and it relates to the fundamental principle of due process. I assume you believe in due process for someone accused of wrongdoing because you said you have this commitment to do the right thing and committed to fairness. Well, according to this article, there is a, quote, widespread view that the FERC enforcement process, under you, has become lopsided and unfair. They go on to say that one needs only to observe the fact that enforcement staff denies, in case after case, the existence of exculpatory or exonerating materials, only to produce a subset of these materials too late in the process to be of use in raising defenses. They go on saying one of the fundamental principles of due process is that the government is not permitted to hide information from the accused that may aid in his or her defense. The author states that the enforcement staff routinely, not occasionally, routinely fails to produce these documents. This seems to imply a level of bullying and tactics that seem to be unethical, biased, and prejudiced. I find this very troubling. I believe this raises serious questions about your fitness to be on the commission. I also believe that these tactics have contributed to driving investors out of the electricity markets, and that means a less reliable electric grid and higher costs for consumers. So is it true that your staff has repeatedly failed to disclose exculpatory materials? And if so, why have you failed to end this practice? Were you ignorant of what was going on by your staff, or was your staff acting at your direction?
Senator Barrasso, if those allegations were true, I would be very concerned. I do not believe those allegations are true, however. Let me give you a little background about the Brady Doctrine. I was actually, when I came to the Office of Enforcement, it was at my recommendation that the Commission adopt the Brady policy, that is this policy that requires the disclosure of material exculpatory evidence to the defense where the defense doesn't have it and can't reasonably obtain it. It was my recommendation that the Commission adopt this policy, this written policy, and the Commission unanimously agreed to do so. And so it is something that I care about. In fact, I helped, as I said, bring it about. But I am not aware of the kind of, I would describe it as rampant in the way that this article is written. And if that were the case, I would have the same concerns as you.
Let me ask one other principal question I think many of us are asking is why have you been nominated to the Commission? Not just why you've been nominated as a commissioner, but why you've been nominated to be chairman. The nomination papers reveal no experience with the energy sector prior to 2009. Prior to then, you did not work in the energy industry, nor did you work as a regulator of the industry. Moreover, the Commission already has a chair, Chairwoman LaFleur. She has been serving as a commissioner for nearly 4 years, as chairwoman for 6 months. While I don't often agree with her policy positions, one can't deny that she's qualified to serve. Prior to her confirmation, she had spent over 20 years at 2 utilities, the New England Electric System. She's also been president and acting CEO of National Grid. So given the wide gap in experience between you and Chairman LaFleur, why should we demote Chairwoman LaFleur to make room for you, and what specific qualifications do you have to be chairman of FERC?
I have great respect for acting Chairman LaFleur. I have always worked well with her, and if I'm confirmed, and we're both confirmed, I would be able to work well with her. I look forward to working with her if I'm confirmed. You would have to ask the White House that particular question, Senator Barrasso, but I would like to think that the White House might have considered a number of factors. First, that I've done work and good work to protect consumers and the integrity of the marketplace and to ensure that there's a level playing field for all market participants. The bills that people pay for energy, they need to know that those bills have not been inflated, that they have not been ripped off in some fashion. And that's an issue that not only affects all the families that live on Main Street, all the middle-class families that live on Main Street, it also affects large industrial end users, manufacturers, and the like. And so if there was one lesson from Enron and the Western power crisis, it was that FERC had to be a cop on the beat to protect the energy markets. Second, I do have experience with respect to the energy markets, particularly the physical markets and the financial markets. And my experience, by the way, didn't just start at FERC in the sense that when I was the U.S. Attorney, I worked closely with the national labs. After I left DOJ, I was counsel to Sandia Labs for a number of years, which Senator Domenici alluded to. There were even 2 summers when I was in college when I worked at a DOE research facility. The third reason is that I have this bipartisan record of commitment to public service and to good government. A fourth reason might be geographical diversity. I do come from New Mexico. It's a western state, and it's a producer state. And Westerners and Pacific Northwesterners have always cast a long shadow, not only on this committee, but at FERC as well.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.